am sure that you hear all of the time a million, billion, trillion different ways to manifest. So many techniques. Okay, that might be a little bit dramatic, but you get what I mean. It is overwhelming. Trust me when I say that I get it. So let me let you in on a little secret called reverse manifesting, which is going to completely simplify this process for you. So if you are ready to save hours upon hours worth of sorting through a billion different techniques, go ahead and hit that little thumbs up button below. Sound good? By the way, I noticed this recently, and I think it's kind of funny that some people got really weird if you mention like hitting the like button, but I don't get it because it takes just a quick second and it lets me know you get values from these videos, which is the whole purpose behind me making them. I mean, you spend hours upon hours of trying to create valuable content. It's just nice to see that it's helpful to some people. And also, if you are one of those people that likes to leave mean comments, stop it. Let's make this world a kinder place. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all, okay? My little PSA for today, just be nice. So anyway, like this video, don't like it, but let's move on. Hello and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, I'm Mary Kate and I'm a mindset coach and manifesting expert focused on getting you transformational results. My whole channel is all about manifesting, the law of attraction with meditations and more, where I share the tools you need to get the results you want. I post brand new videos every single Wednesday, so be sure to subscribe and also hit that bell notification so you can get notified whenever I post a new video. Now, let's get into this reverse engineering of your manifesting. I promise it's much more simple than it sounds. So I'm sure you're familiar with the term of reverse engineering something, where you basically start with the finished product or the end result when it comes to manifesting. And then you take it apart and dissect it to see how it was all put together, how you can recreate that end result. So in order to do this reverse manifesting, we are going to start with the end result, which you might be sitting there saying, well, if I had the end result, I wouldn't be trying to manifest it. So hear me out. How can you hit a target without knowing where you're going? This is where most people go so wrong when it comes to manifesting. They come up with these big, huge goals that their subconscious mind wouldn't even begin to accept as true, and then wonder why it doesn't show up overnight. You wouldn't get on a plane to LA and wonder why you didn't end up in Canada, right? You have to know where you are going before you can get there. And you have to get your brain on board. You have to pick something that you can essentially create a feeling of that doesn't feel too foreign or too far off in the distance. It can't feel like something you can't even wrap your mind around. Something that maybe stretches you to a new level of possibility, but isn't completely out of reach, like expecting to be a billionaire in 10 minutes. Do you see what I'm saying? That is the type of stuff that gives manifesting a bad rap. Well, if it worked, then everyone would do it. Everyone is doing it. Everyone is manifesting all the time. But most people are stuck in really limiting belief systems, which keeps them stuck in these limiting belief systems. But anyway, know the target and know the end result. So pick something that's within the realm of your mind, accepting it and getting on board. And then see if you can create the end feeling for yourself. You don't have to do this through visualization. You could truly use all of your senses. But if I were to ask you, can you fully immerse yourself in the experience of what it would feel like to have this thing now? Could you? And if not, you have to work until you can create that experience for yourself. Some great options to get there would be my law of assumption meditation, or this video, I'll leave a link up here on a visualization technique that uses all of your senses. Or honestly, just look through the videos here on my channel and see which one you think will best help you create the experience for yourself and get you there, okay? I want these results for you just as bad as you do. I'm in your corner. I want to show you what's possible and I'll let you get there. So once you're able to create this experience for yourself and you have that end target reached, here is what you're going to do next. You started with the end result. Now it's time to reverse engineer it. You can think of it sort of like this. Anytime you have ever manifested something, one thing has led you to the next, and the next, and the next, and the next until it happened. So we are going backwards down that path to see what led to what. And obviously we cannot predict the future or determine the exact details of how or when this thing will manifest for you. So instead, we're going to do it this way. You have your end goal that you created this real experience of for yourself. Now take one step back. What beliefs would you have to hold for this end experience to be real? And I'm not even talking just real. I'm talking like obvious real. Where if I asked you about it, you'd be like, duh, of course. I mean, hopefully you might be a little bit nicer than that if I asked. But that's the type of feeling that I'm talking about. That certain, like very, very sure. As sure as you know that the sky is blue and that you breathe every day, that kind of sureness. So write down or even just make a mental note of 5 beliefs that you would have to hold to make this end goal feel real, feel obvious. The landscapers are here again. If you saw my other video, you get it. This always happens. And then we take one step further back. If you watch my videos, you know that in order to form a belief, it starts with your thoughts. Whatever you continue to think over and over and over again is what is going to form a belief. So what thoughts support you creating these new beliefs? Make a list of 10 thoughts. 10 thoughts that you could think that don't feel too crazy or too not authentic. Don't overcomplicate this. Just start writing. What thoughts support me creating this belief? That's a great question to start with. And finally, we take just one more step back to a land that I call your subconscious mind. My absolute favorite place to be when it comes to manifesting. You can think of a teeny tiny me sitting on your shoulder right now, if that's helpful. What would Mary do? Is that weird? It's okay, you don't have to do that. But anyway, let's just scan your subconscious mind to see if there is anything, any evidence of past things that we can observe that holds on to any clues about how likely you feel that this end result thing would happen for you. There is a lot to unpack in your subconscious mind, so please be patient with yourself. This is years worth of programming. But when you look at this end goal that you want, what were you told? What were you taught? What did you experience within the first 7 years of your life specifically around this topic? Is there anything that you can look at and release that feels limiting or impossible? What no longer serves you? What old data can you let go of and release? I actually just hosted this Clearing Blocks masterclass where I use rapid resolution therapy to clear these types of stuck data and blocks by working directly with your subconscious mind. I'm telling you, it's my favorite thing to talk about, the subconscious mind. And it's truly insane what you can clear in just one session with this rapid resolution therapy. So if you want more information, I'm gonna leave a link up here and a link down below for that. If you're experiencing some really big blocks, try it. People were literally telling me that the blocks they felt at the beginning of the session, they couldn't even create that feeling anymore. It didn't even feel like it was part of them anymore. It's super powerful work. But is there anything that you can change your mind about now and begin to think new thoughts and form new beliefs about? This part of the reverse engineering is the really deeper level work that you'll probably end up spending the most time on, but take the time because it's worth it. The subconscious programming is where you'll see the most effective results. Because nothing in your subconscious mind is written in stone. It was just absorbed. None of it is certain or true, and you have the power to change it at any time. So what old programming that you picked up from your parents or your caregivers or your friends, what can you put down? Which one of their limiting beliefs can you put down? Because it was never yours to carry. Whether it's money, whether it's relationships, whether it's strong beliefs around anything, let it go so that you can change the outcome for you and all of the future generations ahead. You have the power to break the cycle because you can. And you will when you do this work of rewiring how things get to be for you and what you believe. So again, start with the end result, creating the full experience for yourself so that your brain can begin to accept it as possible. Then take one step back, looking at your beliefs, one more step back, looking at those thoughts that form those beliefs, and one more step back, looking at your subconscious programming. Got it? It's really just 4 steps that you're kind of reversing. But I know that's kind of a lot to unload on you. So feel free to come back, rewatch this video as often as you need, because this really is simple when you look at it and it's extremely effective. And this will really allow you to see results. You're just reverse engineering from the end result. And something else that's kind of fun to do is to actually look at the things that you have manifested, and you can even reverse engineer those and see how the programming led to the thoughts that led to the specific beliefs that led to the result that you wanted. And I wanted to share one more thing that you are not going to want to miss. This is something that I love and I share about all the time, but Skillshare was kind enough to sponsor today's video. And if you missed this last time, they're offering the first 1,000 of you who click the link in the description box below a free 1-month trial. So if you weren't able to get it last month, try it now, because you can get an entire month for free. This is a huge deal because Skillshare is an online learning platform with thousands of classes to choose from. From marketing to creating your own business to building a website and branding, or even Pilates, interior design, social media classes, and so many more. You can learn so many valuable new skills or dive even deeper into hobbies that you already love. I talk about Skillshare all of the time because I am one of those people with like a million tabs open. I'm always adding new classes to my list. And one of the classes I recently took was a class by Nidra Talwab called Reach Your Goals, 7 Personal Development Exercises to Build a Life You Love, which I think goes really, really well with this whole reverse manifesting process. This is a super quick, like 50-minute class where she guides you through some extremely valuable lessons and steps on how to achieve what you want by focusing on one goal at a time, without all that clutter that can sometimes come with going after something new or something big. I found so many amazing takeaways, techniques, and tips to really help you work through your subconscious programming, to change the narrative and shift all the patterns that have been keeping you stuck. I specifically love the part where she talks about normalizing your experience and eliminating any of the guilt around going after your big goals and dreams. There is some real gold in there. And the workbook download that goes with the class is also amazing, so if you take that class, don't miss that. So today you can take this class and thousands of other classes completely free, so don't miss it. Thank you again to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. And again, the first 1,000 people who click the link in the description box below will get a free 1-month trial. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and also hit the bell notification so you get notified whenever I post a new video. You can also find me over on TikTok and Instagram at MK Magic Mindset. And if you want to learn more about me, my programs, how to work with me, and more, you can visit my website at mkmagicmindset.com, and I will see you in the next one.